Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your September 2019 love reading. It's Raina here. So in September, there's going to be a full moon in your 12th house in Pisces. So what will that bring? Will secrets come out? Will, you have this dream that tells you who you're. I said, well, you have this dream, and I got the Queen of Cups, which is a very psychic card. And I was going to say a dream that tells you who your perfect partner is, Yeah, you have some psychic cards here. That's interesting. This is for both, coupled and single Aries peeps. So, there you go. The heart of the matter is the Queen of Cups. This is a psychic energy. Oh, it's funny because I actually, let me see. I'm going to do this real quick. I made the exposure too much, and then I think I put a little bit too much exposure here. I want to have it more balanced. There you go. Because when I was holding it up, it looked like washed out. It still looks a little bit washed out. The Queen of Cups is a card that connects to Cancer, I believe. So, I mean, it could be something along those lines. But in terms of how it relates to your love life, this can be that you have somebody in your mind. Let's say you're single. I've had people write to me and tell me that they have dreamt about somebody that they think that they should be with, or just like psychically, this could be somebody from your past who you feel is the one that you're meant to be with, and maybe you're not with this person for whatever reason. I've been doing twin flame readings. I can't remember if I did one for Aries, so check my channel. I haven't done all of them. I'm going to be doing them. They're for September and October. So this may be something that interests some of you if you're feeling like it's something along those lines where there's somebody specifically that you're meant to be with. In general, this can simply mean that you're really feeling something intuitive. Like if your relationship is feeling very something is wrong, Aries, you may be tuning into something, and you if you can't put your finger on it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. I mean, that's the bottom line. So your spidey sense could be like through the roof. And of course, this could have some connection to Cancer. If you're a woman, and I guess men to some extent, but we think of queens as mothers, you may be like, I want to have a child. And if you're single, that poses a problem, because how do you find a person? It might take a long time for you to find that special somebody, but also to be able to get to the point where you're comfortable bringing another life into the world. If you're already involved in a relationship, you may be feeling like you want this, and perhaps your partner has indicated that they don't want children, and perhaps at one point you thought the same way and you changed your mind. That happens too. In the past position, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of patiently waiting for something to materialize. So, talking about what I have just illustrated, let's say you are somebody, you're a woman who is trying to get pregnant. Maybe it's been difficult and you haven't done so, and that is putting a strain on your relationship that you can't conceive. And if you are single, you may be, I'm actually quite stunned, because usually Aries people are not patient. But of course, that's going to vary. Maybe if you have personal planets or the moon in Taurus, you're good to go. And you are, you've been positive and hopeful and believe that you're going to meet that someone, and you're like, okay, when is this happening? When is this happening? Well, oh, interesting. Maybe this is a timing card. This is the spiritual message. The Page of Cups is a card that's connected to Pisces. So we do have that full moon in Pisces. Maybe that will be the culmination of all of your efforts. But it can be too as a spiritual message that maybe you've been putting your faith in the wrong person. The Page of Cups can be naive. I think Aries people are capable of being naive, almost like a Pisces in some regards. Because you're this kind of person who is very, I think you are very trusting. You're not, Aries people tend to be very straightforward, even to the point of brashness, bluntness. It's like what you see is what you get. Most Aries people don't have this carefully constructed artificial, this facade that they are presenting to the world. So you may be, very open about wanting this love to come into your life, and you're very enthusiastic, you're the kind of person who just is very spontaneous and stuff like that. And unfortunately, you're also generous. That's not an unfortunate thing, but unfortunately, some people take advantage of generous people, which really sucks that people do that. So you might be finding that somebody is playing you for a fool. And this may be your current partner. And that's why you are kind of sensing this at a deeper level. Your psychic abilities are heightened at this time. And like I said, there's going to be a full moon in the 12th house. Maybe this is just something that comes out in a dream or something, and then you start to go, wait, I wonder if this person is cheating on me, if they're using me, what have you. And you may have been very patient, and you may have been tolerant, and with the Seven of Pentacles, they're waiting for the payoff. They're waiting to get, so it's like you're waiting to see this relationship really, come to its fruition. And you find out that it's really a fraud, not what it was supposed to be. And this is the one reason why might have been that you didn't question what you should have questioned. You just accepted things. You trusted a person when you shouldn't have. You didn't pay attention to the details. Maybe there were some signs that this person couldn't be trusted. If you're single, this is a warning to really, it's not that you shouldn't trust people, but don't be naive. In other words, if somebody I almost get the feeling that somebody was stringing you along. If you are in a relationship, like they said they were going to commit, and it seems like it's always going to be next week. Maybe they're even involved with somebody else, and they say they're going to leave that person. And after a while, it's like 6 months have gone by, then a year goes by. Excuse me. And it just could keep going on, and you're not seeing the result of that commitment that you're looking for. What crosses you is the Queen of Wands. This is actually read in the reverse way. The reversed card meaning. And this could be a drama queen. I definitely think this could be an aspect of you, that you are somebody. So we have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Cups is your higher self. The Queen of Wands may be your shadow self. This may be You know, the Aries bad behavior when they don't get their way, the temper tantrum, the drama queen, literally. And if you have these qualities within you, you must curtail them, because that could be hindering your ability to find love as well. So this may be something that comes out when you're feeling insecure, where you resort to kind of like those negative traits or shadow traits associated with Aries. Having a volatile temper, being pushy, being overly dramatic, you know, exaggerating things, exaggerating what's been done to you. If somebody isn't giving you what you want, the answer is to release them from your life. It's not to try to impose your will on them. And I think sometimes that's when Aries doesn't get its way, it just doubles down, and that's where we have some of the problems. The advice is represented by the Six of Swords, leaving what no longer serves you, moving to more harmonious territory. This can even be a relocation. So if you're single, for instance, maybe you're in the wrong area. I know that sounds weird, because you could say, well, I live in a city that has 60,000 people. There's enough people here for me to meet. But still, think about those people who relocate for a job, and they end up meeting the love of their life, and they raise a family together. And they would have never done that if they had not taken that job that was overseas or somewhere, you know, else. Or if you're in college and maybe you stayed close to home because you were afraid, and maybe it's time to really leave this area that you're in and start over fresh, and leave behind all of the conflicts. It's not that you can just run away from your problems. I'm not saying that, but it might be that you need that change of scenery for a change of perspective even. And the outcome is a great card. I wonder if this is associated with Aries. You love new beginnings, and this is your type of new beginning because it's fire energy. It probably is you. And this is like enthusiastic new starts. If you're somebody who is single, could be a new relationship with a fire sign who lights your fire, who is your match in terms of your type of, you know, positivity and love of life, sense of humor, you know, doesn't take things too seriously, but knows how to have a good time and things like this. And just in general, a sense of like, hey, I'm having this new life, and I really feel that everything is going my way. I feel like I'm a new person. You are going to have a full moon in your sign, and I believe it's October 13th at 20 degrees of Aries or something like that. So that could be, I don't know if it's October 12th or 13th. I think it's the 13th. So that could be a time when you are, you know, coming into your own and letting go of aspects of yourself that don't feel right. And maybe that is when you move. Who knows? But I like that. I like that I ended on that note, Aries. That's for sure. Okay. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great September. Bye.